What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over my February 2021 results and my March and April 2021 marketing strategy. This is episode number 17 of the From Zero to $2,000 per month series. So we're going to keep going through all of this until we get to $2,000 a month, and then we'll probably keep creating videos after that as well. So what we're going to do today is go over some of our results from February 2021 for some of the different statistics that we've been tracking since the beginning. Now, what I want to go through first are some important notes about the project and where we're at. My goal is to have 100 published blog posts by April 1st on wickerguide.com. And what I'm going to be doing is creating some new types of content, and we're going to have those coming out soon. And we're going to use those types of content to enhance existing blog posts and create new blog posts. I'm also going to be working to improve the user experience on the website. I really want to increase pages per session, average session duration, and returning visitor percentage. So I want to make sure people are coming back to the website. I want to make sure people are spending more time on the website and going through more pages. Last but not least, I need to increase social media posting. So I've been active on Pinterest, but for a lot of the other social media channels, there's really been nothing for Wicker Guide. I wanted to focus mainly on content creation in the beginning, but now we're going to start increasing our social media posting so we can start building audiences elsewhere. With all that being said, let's get into the results. So my revenue still isn't growing a ton. So if we're looking at our results right here, you can see we have from September 2020 to February 2021. And my revenue for this month was only $17. I know this is very low, and I know the revenue is very low right now. And this is how all of my websites have been that I built. This one actually has more revenue earlier than some of my other ones because I've been working on it a little bit more. But basically in December and January, I didn't work on the website a ton. I was just working on other client projects and other projects that I had. So now I'm starting to ramp this up a little bit more in February, and I'm going to keep ramping it up in March, April, and May. So I started producing content in the beginning of November. So you can see there's been some good increases here with a lot of our key numbers, but revenue just hasn't grown a ton. And we've also seen page views go up all the way to 5,500 and dip back down to about 4,200 the last 2 months. So I do want to increase both of those. Now, the main three things we're really tracking are affiliate and ad clicks, page views, and revenue. The main thing that I've looked at a lot are my clicks and impressions in Google Search Console, which have consistently increased. So you can see I've been doubling my impressions pretty much every single month. So I want to keep that trend going because my goal is to get I've said in the other videos, my goal is to get over 1,000 clicks from Google Search Console per day. I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen. I don't know if there's even enough volume for this type of website, but we're going to keep working towards it, keep finding new keywords, and we're going to keep creating great content to try to rank higher. So this has been increasing pretty consistently. So I just want to increase both of these numbers even more in the coming months. And I do think that with seasonality of Wicker, I'll go through that a little bit later in this video, that I'm going to start seeing more and more coming in April, May, June, July. Now, as we scroll down, you can see my page views here. So my page views have increased pretty well, increased all the way up to December, and then kind of dropped a little bit. Nothing too alarming. I do want to get this number up, but that might take a month or two. Affiliate and ad clicks has pretty consistently increased. We had a down month in January, which is actually one of the slowest months for Wicker in general, so nothing I'm too alarmed about, and we're seeing it increase now in February. I'm actually going to be implementing Google AdSense and Wayfair on the website. I've already done that, so that's going to help me increase my affiliate and ad clicks as well. And then as we scroll down, the number one is revenue, and we've gotten up to 60. I was hoping to keep increasing after that, but we saw a dip in January and February, so we'll get this number back up. I do think March will be our best revenue month. So with that being said, now let's get into our monthly strategy. So like I always do, I updated the spreadsheet, and now we have March 2021 here. But what I'm going to do is come back over to my presentation and go through some of the main things with strategy that I'm trying to improve. Number one, create new types of blog posts in addition to the product-based published posts that we have been creating. Probably could have ordered this better, but really what I want to do is start creating some different types of blog posts that will show different ideas when it comes to wicker furniture. And I'm going to do it in a way that you can apply it to whatever niche or industry you're in. Now, I say product-based published posts because all 66 of my posts have really but just been geared mostly towards product-based blog posts. So I'm just trying to highlight specific categories on my website, and I'm using blog posts to talk about really every other long tail keyword variation that I can with the short tail keywords I'm trying to rank for. Now, number 2, this is goal number 2 for Wicker Guide March and April, monetize with Amazon Associates, Google AdSense, and Wayfair. Now, I've already done this, but I'm going to keep improving my overall strategy, adding more Wayfair affiliate links, adding more Amazon Associates links, and using Google AdSense in a way that my goal is always to improve the user experience and maximize revenue. It's kind of hard to do both at the same time, but I want to make sure that I have a good user experience and I'm also earning from the people that are visiting my website as well. Okay, so goal number 3 for Wicker Guide in March and April is to improve the user experience on the website, including the website speed, website search, navigation, anything we can really think of when it comes to people visiting the website. I want to make sure I have it as good as possible so people aren't bouncing off my website. And then last but not least, goal number 4 for Wicker Guide in March and April is to increase social media posting so I can start building audiences on Facebook, on Instagram, and other channels, making sure that I'm growing my Pinterest as well for future content promotion. It helps to have a base of people who are interested in your content. Now, for Wicker furniture and everything related to Wicker, it's not the greatest niche for audience building. I mean, it helps to have kind of a media company where you're covering news or sports or politics or something like that. But in this case, I just kind of want to try to bring more and more people into my website from social media. And now for all 4 of these goals, I will have videos out about everything. So anything I do with monetizing my website, anything I do with creating new types of blog posts, with user experience, I've already gone over with user experience how to improve your website search, and I've already done that on my website. So we're going to keep going through all of that with the videos. But for now, what I want to do is get over to my strategy and just kind of go over what I want to do in March 2021. So kind of what I've always done is the 40 Pinterest pins per day. I have 1 Facebook post, 1 Instagram post, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. Now, really my goal is 3 Facebook posts per week, 3 Instagram posts per week at a minimum. And that's going to start this week. So I'm going to start increasing my posting schedule. And now that I have a lot of content on the website, it's much easier to post to some of these different social media channels. Now you'll see different keywords here. These are all keywords related to Wicker. So when I say storage benches, it's Wicker storage benches. When I say hampers with lids, it's Wicker hampers with lids. So I always add the word Wicker to all of these keywords as well. And again, we pull all of our keywords. So we use the Google Keyword Planner here. And this is kind of my semi-keyword map, but I'll show you my keyword map in a second. But we're still just pulling keywords from this list, and I just keep going down here. Any keywords that I've already covered or any keywords that I'm covering for the current month I have highlighted. So you can see here we keep scrolling all the way down and we're all the way up to 215. So we have 214 keywords we're covering, and that will be with our 100 blog posts. And there's still plenty of keywords down here as well that are covered by some of these keywords up top. Now, the main thing to keep in mind is you might see something like rattan wicker furniture, rattan wicker, and then wicker rattan furniture. I consider all of those the same exact keyword. So I'm just going to focus on rattan wicker furniture and not view those as 3 separate keywords, really just one keyword that people type in different ways. Now, if we scroll over here and we scroll to the top, we have our keyword map. So you can see we have a lot of content on the website already, and we're targeting a lot of the main keywords. But for my website, I'm not ranking for wicker furniture yet. I'm not ranking for wicker baskets yet. I'm not ranking for wicker chairs yet. So not that my website doesn't appear in the search results, but I just don't have a high enough position. I'll show you that again in a minute when I go to my Google Search Console. But you can see here with my keyword map, if we scroll all the way down, we have 70 short tail keywords that we're targeting already with our content. And we're going to keep coming down and get all the way to 100. That's going to be my goal, is to have 100 published blog posts by the end of the month. So we're going to target all these keywords here and then create some new types of content as well. All of that will help us as we get into the late spring and summer when people start to buy more wicker furniture. So what I want to show you first, and I've shown this previously, but the Google Trends for wicker furniture in general, usually there's a peak around Memorial Day. So if we just find the peaks here, you can see this is right around Memorial Day. If we come over here, you can see the peak a little bit earlier in May. If we come over here, the peak for the year is right around Memorial Day again. And then over here, the peak is a little bit before Memorial Day. And it's actually continued to grow over time. This might be due to the pandemic as well, just more people spending time at home. So why not get comfortable outdoor furniture? But we are seeing some growth right here for wicker furniture in March 7th to 13th that we didn't see in previous years at all. So we're starting to see some more interest over time, which is always good when we're starting a website. But the thing to keep in mind is there might be seasonality with whatever niche you chose. So we just have to make sure that we're producing enough content that will keep us away from the seasonality, so we're seeing some pretty consistent trend lines throughout the year. Obviously, when it comes to wicker furniture, if that's the main thing we're selling, we're going to peak more from the spring to the fall than we would in the winter, but that's just something that we're going to have to make sure we keep in mind as we're trying to grow our business. Now, if we come over here to the Google Search Console for wickerguide.com, I just have for the last 12 months, and you can see really not much here at all. Now, as I started to increase content production here in November, you can see the clicks start to grow, and where we're at is we've seen the largest number that we've ever had in terms of impressions at almost 1,500, and then we've seen clicks jump above 30 for a few days, so that's really where I want to keep it for now and then keep growing it. Now, we've seen this kind of double every single month in terms of impressions. I want to make sure my clicks are growing as well. One thing to keep in mind is my main keywords, wicker baskets, wicker furniture, wicker chairs, some of these main keywords I don't rank for at all yet. So if we're looking at a new search query and we just say the keyword is exactly, let's say wicker furniture, and we're looking at the last 12 months, we apply this. So we've had 0 impressions here. So most of my impressions are just coming from people who are searching Wicker Guide, probably people watching the YouTube videos, and then we're also getting more and more from, so we have white wicker baskets, wicker lounge chair, large wicker baskets with lids, white wicker furniture. So we're ranking for a lot of these long tail keywords. We're just not driving a ton of clicks yet because if we look at our average position, it's 34.5. Obviously, we need our average position to be as low as possible to start to drive more clicks. Usually as we gain impressions, our position might go down a bit, not the end of the world. But if we come over here and we just look, you could see wicker lounge chair 32.8. So I need to get this position up. I need to get the position up for all of these different keywords, and it's going to help me drive a lot more impressions and a lot more clicks. It does take time. I mean, if I just started producing content in November, Google isn't going to rank me above a lot of the other websites that are on the first page. And that's the main way that we're trying to drive traffic. So depending on your niche, sometimes you might see quicker growth. In this case, I'm just not seeing a ton of growth right away because it's not a high volume niche and there are a lot of competitors because it's high ticket products. So there's always factors to keep in mind when you're looking at your results. The main thing for me is I'm going to keep on working on this website because I know, come over here to Amazon Associates, just looking at March for this month, 12 ordered items, 12 shipped items. We have $12 in earnings plus a $5 bounty. So our earnings are pretty much where they were at last month. Plus we have some additional Google AdSense earnings. So coming back over here to our Excel spreadsheet and looking at our strategy, we're going to continue with our strategy and we're going to keep producing content. We're going to start creating more and more when it comes to social media content and trying to create some different unique pieces of content that will help drive more and more people to our website. So if you have any questions about the results, please leave them in the comment section. I'm going to have a lot of follow-up videos this month about user experience and producing content that ranks. So hopefully you stay tuned for all of that because we're going to keep growing here and we will get to $2,000. I am not worried about it at all. Even though our revenue has been slow in the beginning, we will see it pick up as we go. So thanks for watching my video today and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.